of them. You're wasting all your time and money on models. Paint what you have.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Model Club TV, episode 127. We are not live. We are recording. As of today we are recording. It is Black Wednesday. You will have had your Thursday Thanksgiving meal. So I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. I hope your football team won. And all that jazz. I hope there were no fights around the Thanksgiving table. Scott, are you excited for your upcoming Thanksgiving? Or you want to do a prediction on how your Thanksgiving is going to go? Like pretend it happened?
I predict pain.
Scott was just telling me how much he's looking forward to tomorrow. Do you have any Thanksgiving traditions, Scott? Anything?
Misery.
That's good. That is a very good answer. That's, yeah, typical family. Yes,
Pain.
misery.
Pain.
Oh, that's good.
I think we're going to have 18 people.
Oh, that's not fun at all.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You could always come over to my parents' house. It's only going to be, I think, like 5 of us. 6
I've
of
already
us.
stuffed that bird.
You see how he treats me? I try to be nice and invite him over, and he sticks a knife in my
treat
heart.
you. It wasn't even about you.
All right. I hope everyone's doing good. Let us know in the comments. Are you enjoying the live versus the recorded? We're going to be back live in December. Brian asked me yesterday if we're doing the live holiday special, and I said no. We are just going to do our normal. We'll have a normal live episode with us. We'll have a live a model in a movie, and I'm not sure if we'll have 2 episodes in December or 1 because of holidays and timing. So there may be 2 episodes. There may be 1. But we're not doing a holiday special this year.
We should do a Model Club Rockin' Eve, New Year's Eve episode.
Should we?
No.
That's the 31st?
It was just a joke. Okay.
Well, we would be live technically maybe the day before. So on the
we could
30th.
do Eve.
You want to do Eve? We'll have ours come out on Eve. So look forward to a live episode on Eve.
Yeah.
I think. We'll see. I do have a correction from last episode. Our guest this episode is David Bennett of KitCon. He's going to do a little con wrap-up. So a KitCon wrap-up. But he told me in the live episode, I think one person may have, now they go back, someone may have mentioned there was an issue. But the gallery, the names got messed up in the gallery. And Glenn Stewart, your name did not appear. So I'm going to replay your kits in this gallery coming up along with some other people. So I'm sorry about that. There was an update to the program and it got messed up. So my fault. Not Scott's fault because he doesn't do anything that would be his fault anyway. So he's not feeling it today, everybody. Look at him. Just look at him. He's not feeling it.
I thought I retired.
You did. You retired to this. This is your side hustle.
How do people that work get anything done?
I don't know. I don't know how I get anything done. I don't. Oh, we have a sponsor sort of this episode, Scott.
I hope it's not a disposable douche thing.
What? How do you say such thing? From Gallery Airbrush this is the last day when this episode comes out. The last chance for their Black Friday special is December 1st. So we have one day after this episode goes live to take advantage of any of their specials going on. So some lower prices on their airbrush, some really nice prices on their paint set. The links and promo codes will all be down below in the description. So head on over to Gallery Airbrush and check out what they got for their Black Friday sale. What we have going on.
Have you used any of their paints?
I have not. I don't have their paints yet. I did get a nice review, and I will pull that up. And when we have the live episode, they tried to type retarder in the chat as a paint retarder, and YouTube kicked the comment out because they thought they were being mean. So they were just talking about the paint retarder. But
they weren't talking about you.
Yeah, they weren't talking about me. They were talking about the paint. That they really like the paint. So I'll go back and grab that review when we do our next live show and talk about that. But we'll see. And hopefully maybe Gallery will send us some paint to try out at some point. We'll see. So check them out. Links down below. Gallery Airbrush, everybody.
Wonder what the shelf
nice.
life in that paint would be.
You should. I'll bet it's longer than the Freak Flex. I'll bet that. I'll bet it is.
Anything's longer than the Freak Flex when they're lifetime guarantee.
Yeah, that scam of a lifetime guarantee. Did we tell that story that they wouldn't honor your guarantee?
No.
We edit that?
No. Don't edit it. They don't watch.
That's true. Ken does not watch the show. Ken, I'd gladly promote your airbrush if you sent us some stuff. So anyway, let's on with the show.
Dry up before we edit on.
All right, we have a giveaway. We're going to start real quick here in the beginning with a giveaway. We have a couple giveaways, actually. Couple giveaways.
I like giveaways.
To announce. And the first one, and I didn't clear this with you, so I could be, and you're already yawning, and we're only, 15 minutes in? Wow. It's one of those days for Scott. This. Uh-oh.
Too close. Back it up. Hold on. Hold still. Right there.
So, did Paul want us to give this away when the Kinfori stuff goes out? Or
no, give that away separate.
So, we're going to give this away separate. We're going to give away, this is this up real quick. We have one of the new Series 5
replacement heads.
Yeah. Wait. Let me pull you up so you be a little bigger. There you go. Say that again.
Replacement heads for this kit. Notice the box is a little smaller. Long story, but anyway.
Wait, what is that? Why is the box so small?
Long story.
Short story.
It's this guy makes smaller boxes.
All right. For that kit, that's not the actual kit. But if you would like to win this Jekyll head, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Mr. Hyde. This is the Hyde. What should they do, Scott? What kind of emoji should we look for in the comments below? Is there a test tube?
I don't know. Now you're asking me questions like I should know.
Well, you're the technical advisor of the show. I just invented.
Well, maybe you should prepare me.
I just invented that position
prior to.
You're the technical emoji researcher. TER. You're the ter. I'm messing with him, guys, because I know he's on his last leg here on purpose. This is a really nice sculpt by Jeff Yagher. Let me get in a little closer, and I'll go to overhead cam here in a second, but it's a great sculpt. Lots of detail packed in there.
Okay, there is a test tube emoji.
All right, you got to leave the test tube emoji to win the Mr. Hyde replacement head. And then please check out Series 5. For the Aurora Pro Series number 5, you get the Superman replacement head, the Bella Frank, Mighty Joe, and Hyde number 2. All for the low price of $99 plus shipping for all 4 heads.
I believe.
Yes, I was just going to say, go ahead.
I believe you can now buy these separately from this set, but if you buy the set of all 4, there's a special
head that comes with
extra replacement head in there. So there you go.
So test tube emoji separate. If you would like to enter to giveaway for both things today, please make sure that you make them separate posts so I don't miss anything. All right. And that's it, I think. Good? Good. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Jeff Yagher, for this wonderful little... And you're not just going to get this head. Trust me, there'll be some... That sounded weird. Oh, no! I got to remember, somehow the tracking got turned back on.
Ooh, look, mine's on now.
You'll get more than just this little replacement head in the box. I got some goodies to throw in the box with you.
Yeah, you get more than a head. You just make it handy for Jason.
So, next up,
preparation is the key. What'd you?
Everything's going sideways today. The shit.
Maybe we better go back to live.
There's a blooper. I can't hear what you're saying. It's rolling on my cord. God damn it.
I like to roll on your cord with a tank.
All right. So from Thrust Resin, Richard sent this over. I opened up briefly to kind of show what we got. But we have a She-Hulk to give away from Thrust Resin. And I'm going to pull the parts out. And this is going to be a little, Brian, I think, showed us some of this. But we got a She-Hulk. And it's a nice little, and I'm going to rewrap these so you get the original wrapping paper that comes with it. So in the kit, you are going to get a She-Hulk. The She-Hulk is in clear transparent resin. I want to know why he's using clear resin. I didn't think of using it. It's kind of cool to kind of see that all in clear. You get two parts. This is not a broken off piece. This is the bangs piece that sits here on the front. So we get that. Goes there. So that piece will be in there. I'm going to pack that a little careful in there. Here's some legs. So you have a She-Hulk, and I'll put the full picture up in a moment. You get the boots. You get boots. You get the arms with a finger. Be careful with that finger. And let me get the other pieces here. Here's the torso. Nicely printed. Doesn't feel like there's a lot of cleanup to do. A little bit of like support removal there, but not much at all. And you get a nice little kit. Here's the base. Here's the other leg. And you get the base. Here it is. You get a nice little base. So we have a She-Hulk to give away from Thrust Resin. Got our emoji extraordinaire. What should they put in chat to win the She-Hulk? Then I'm going to throw the up.
I don't think it should be a picture. I just think you should have to answer the question.
Answer the question?
Yes.
What's the question?
So, the She-Hulk is related to Bruce Banner. Jennifer Walters, the She-Hulk, is related to Bruce Banner. How?
Oh, okay. So only correct answers will be entered into the contest for the She-Hulk giveaway. Let me make sure. I want to kind of put this on so you see how her head fits.
This is based on the TV series too, because I'm not sure if it's the same in the comics. But
okay,
this is a John Byrne style She-Hulk too, by the way. For anyone asking, wondering. So
awesome. So we have a She-Hulk to give away, everybody. Thank you, Thrust Resin. Links for Thrust Resin will be down below. Really nice print. Pretty excited to see more of their stuff. Very nice print, actually. Very nice. Let's give out one just little tip though with UV clear resin. I would, just to be safe, this is going to continually, like all printed kits, will continue to cure if you leave it in sunlight. So get it primed as quick as possible and don't leave it out anywhere. Okay, so anytime you do get a 3D kit, please, 3D printed kit, prime it or keep it in the box. Keep it out of sunlight as quickly as possible. Most people throw them in their collections, so we don't have to worry about that. It stays in the box, but just be careful with 3D printed stuff. Don't leave it in the sun. Get it primed if you're going to do that. So awesome. Answer that question down below, and you can win the She-Hulk. Thank you, Thrust Resin, for the last couple episodes. You've been some. I hope people have purchased some things. I know Brian did, so we got him at least one sale. So please check them out. Thrust Resin. Here's a close up. It's a nice little kit. Nice little kit. So, all right, Scott, we have another giveaway. But this one will not be given away on the normal Model Club TV show. One of our favorite people in the world, Vlad Petnicki, sent us something from his own personal collection. give away. I'm going to do I'm going to do an unboxing of this kit. And in order to win this kit, you have to leave a red heart in the What's in the Box video for a classic plastic Yagher. I am not going to unbox this here, but if you want a vintage, completely original, classic garage style kit, you have to follow the link down below over to the unboxing video and leave a red heart in the unboxing video for the Yagher. How do you say it? Yagher? Whatever. Everyone's going to say something different. But this is one of those old, if you want to know what a real resin kit used to be like, watch this video, check it out. You can win this there. That's what's going to be there. Everyone is available to win this one. You could have won something last episode. You could have won something just a couple episodes ago. It's a weird box, but it's done nice. The box opens from the back. It's a little sneak peek. There's the bottom jaw of the Yagher. So there will be a video. If you would like to win this, head on over, follow the link. Thank you, Vlad Petnicki. We'll talk more about it over there in that other video. Thank you, Vlad. All right, you ready, Scott? News and reviews. There isn't much this episode. Just not a lot going on. I think the holidays coming up, it's always kind of a slow time. But let's get there. Oh, wait, I got Vlad's picture here. There's Vlad sending the box. And I had to use the picture of my mom to hide my address. What's going on there? Vlad walks around town with that hat on. Do you think people are like, what's up with that?
Dude, do you see how you walk around town?
How do I walk around town?
Look at you.
I do look like a bad guy most of the time. But it looks like he's going on safari. All right, news and reviews. First up, Stan Arts. Scott, you got a little update for Stan Arts.
Yes. He is still tweaking the base. But the figure is ready to go. I'm waiting because I'm number one. But he's still tweaking the base. I talked to Laura last night. And he printed one, but he didn't like the way it came out. It's a pretty good sized base, I guess. So he's changing a few things and seeing if he can't get it to come out better. So
okay, it's coming though. It's coming.
It's coming. He's a perfectionist and he's good at what he does. So it's coming.
Perfectionist is the key term there. Dave is he's in there. When he's locked in, he's locked in. You're getting a good kit. And I think waiting for it is worth it.
Mm-hmm.
So do not get impatient. It's coming. I'm just kind of playing around with it. The She-Hulk. The fits are really nice. So you could totally just paint the arms separate and not have to worry about masking anything off. They fit in there perfect. Really good fit.
Yeah. Well, don't pay attention or anything.
I am paying attention. All right. Up next. Monster scenes. Got some monster scenes information. I thank you, Avram, for sending this out today. I think what reminded me to check it out. I got some prices. Curious on the packaging style for Dencom 1/13 scale Monster Series 1. Wait no longer. Each Monster Scene kit includes a comic style instruction sheet inside of the retail ready Decom. I don't know. Box hitting the market in January 2026. As a reminder, here is the lineup. Dr. Deadly 55th Anniversary Limited Edition, $19.99. Frankenstein 55th Anniversary Limited Edition, $19.99. Gruesome Goodies 55th Anniversary Edition, $24.99. And the Pain Parlor, man, I want to go hang out there. Pain Parlor. Me and Meatface could hang out over there. 55th Anniversary Limited Edition. What?
Ride horses.
$24.99. So a lot of really cool stuff. And then we have also, here's a close up on the Dr. Deadly. like the paint job. Snap together plastic parts.
I will say though too, given the $100 Godzilla kit over my shoulder, the prices here aren't that bad.
No, to see a $20 little snap together monster kit, kind of cool. And then speaking of Frankenstein, same thing. Plus up on the parts, glows in the dark, so you don't even have to paint it if you wanted a glow version. I think these are pretty cool. You give these away as stocking stuffers next year because they're not coming out till January. But for a little kid in your life, it could be kind of fun. I think they would really love the torture.
Just the one your parents want you to give to the kid. Yeah. The pain parlor.
The pain parlor. That's perfect for a
cage. Yeah.
Perfect. Some Vampirella in the pain parlor. I love it. That's what we should. So very cool stuff coming out from Monster Scenes, coming back. I'm excited to see those out there and in people's hands and what you can do with them. And the cool thing with them, they're cheap enough to where you could do some cool kid bashing with it and try and not worry about wrecking them. Especially even the lab equipment.
All right, you're blathering. Let's go.
Am I blathering?
Yes.
From Chris Wooten. From Chris Wooten.
Chris Wooten? What?
Wow. From Chris. I did it again.
Quiz. Do you have a speech therapist at your school?
I need one. We do. I need to go talk to her, actually. From Chris Wooten, we have, I don't think I've showed a close-up of the final bust. And he had these at KitCon. So from his monster, from his new series that he's going, kind of the, what did he call him? I don't know, Chris. Don't get mad at me. I can't remember what you called
Reimagined? Reimagined?
Yeah, but there was like every third one is a super reimagined one. Kind of like the House of Cosby's. You ever seen House of Cosby's?
No.
Okay. Everybody, pause this video and go watch House of Cosby's on YouTube. The best thing you'll ever see. I really like this. This is really, there's some really nice details in this bus. So check it out. Tears from the Vault. I'll put the link down below. I don't think we shared a picture of the bus up close. From Monsters in the Woods. Monsters from the Woods. Monsters from the Woods. Is that correct, Scott?
I don't even know anymore.
John Deere's back with a new, first in a series, I'm guessing, of bust. We have Karloff as, I don't know. I'm going to be honest.
The killer from Abbott and Costello meet the killer.
Oh. Okay. Another Yagher sculpt. So for those of you who had a version 2 3D sculpted kit, here you go. Check it out. Monsters from the Woods. New Karloff piece. And as always, got that really nice Jeff Yagher feel. And we didn't talk about these last time. We had so much that got packed into those live episodes when this one came out. Sideshow's got some new premium format Universal Monsters coming out. What do you think?
I think they're beautiful.
I pulled these pictures off of Dr. Danko's website, Dr. Danko Angelosi.
So
let's talk about it.
The Bride is really impressive.
The Bride is amazing.
Also impressive to me is, and I like the fact that Sideshow's doing this. They're releasing these two-way. They're releasing them as basically solid statues. Or if you like the mixed media, then you'll have cloth clothing on them. Which I've never been a fan of the cloth clothing.
I like the cloth coat. In certain things, I like the cloth coat.
But anyway,
sculpts are amazing.
The sculptures, yeah, they are amazing. And yeah, I don't even know what else to say.
I really like underneath the Bride, like the wrappings like this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing the premium format, you'll have this option if you wanted to take the gown off. But if you don't go that way, then you're stuck with the other.
Now, these are pricey pieces.
Did you see prices? I didn't.
Yeah, I thought I saw prices, but I'm sure they're going to be pricey if you
Yeah.
don't see them. So,
They're beautiful.
but yeah, and the mutant is beautiful. So yeah, they're nice pieces. They're not really kits, but they are kind of genre related,
Right.
and you know, so
All right. Up next. Well, winner.
this is the second Patreon piece. And it's Sylvester and Tweety, and I kind of like it. Although he separated the eyebrows on the Tweety, so good luck printing those.
Well, for FDM people, I think that's probably
Yeah. And I did talk to him about the nameplate. I don't know why the word "the" is in there, but I think he's going to fix that. So,
I think that just comes down to Portuguese.
yeah, translation.
No, it's really well done. You're a fan of Sylvester and Tweety. And then you put in here, what do we got here?
So, I think it was the first Jersey Fest. Rob Saloni produced this Yagher sculpted monster from the iconic scene in Bride of Frankenstein where they chained him up to the chair. And it was a huge kit. Had a big wall, had a big thing behind it, and it was pricey. And it was big. It was 21 pounds of resin, I think. 21 or 22 pounds. Okay. And I have one. I think we showed it on the show actually.
Yes.
So Paul Gill then acquired the rights to this from Rob Saloni. And he didn't want to do the whole wall and all that. So with Jeff's blessing, Mark redid a base to where you can just buy it, chair, and base. So I recently got one of these, which is why I wanted to show it. It's a beautiful kit. And yeah, I already had the big one, but I opted to go with this one because I'm going to sell my big one. And I've been offered 400 already, so I don't know if I'm going to take that or what I'm going to do yet. But
so just for clarification purposes, Paul is selling this entire piece, or for
yes.
people that already own the other thing, you can get...
This is just the whole thing.
Okay.
As what you see now, Paul has since formed a partnership with John Diaz of Resin Realities. And John Diaz is actually going to be casting and selling these.
Okay.
So, but you can contact either guy, either John or Paul. And they don't have a price set yet. But it was it's really it's an iconic scene in the movie to me.
Yeah.
And I loved the backdrop and all that, but it was just so big.
That's the problem. Like, there's nowhere to put it in your house. That's how big it is. Like, it's...
Yeah. Oh no, it was, yeah. And it would pull a shelf out of the wall. So
this is nice and simple. I like this a lot. A lot.
So yeah, John's gonna be casting these. So
very cool. That's cool to see this coming out like that.
So yeah, and it's been, Paul issued it before, but real limited. It's kind of a pain to cast.
Yeah.
And but they've got it done, and I just got one. It's beautiful.
What scale is it? I don't...
It's 6 scale.
6
scale. Yeah.
That's all we got for news and reviews, Scott. You got anything for Workbench? Workbench.
Well, I don't know if we talked about this or not, but I bought this.
No, we didn't talk about it, and I was waiting to hear. Yes.
Back. Okay.
What is this for the people that are in the audio podcast?
It is a turbo fan, rechargeable. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Adjustable as far as the fan strength. Okay.
Oh wow. Wait a minute. Did you mute your mic?
Okay.
Did you mute your mic?
No, did it mute it? Did it?
Yeah, it did. How loud is it? It muted
Oh,
it.
it's loud.
Silent. Okay.
It's loud. It's like a hairdryer.
Okay.
Okay. So, what's cool about this? And I actually used this the other day. One of the wife's statues in her curio cabinet had been there a while. It accumulated some dust. Took it over to the sink, washed it off with the sprayer. Okay, got all the dust and stuff off of it. Before I put it back in there, I wanted to dry it off. And I took this sink to it and just blasted all the water off of it and dried it off with this. And it's like, so, if you wanted to blow dust off of something,
Instead of buying instead of buying one of those cans.
I mean, this, or if you do like I do, because I'm crazy, when I take stuff off my shelves, I dunk it in water.
I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay. But if you don't want it sitting in the water, or whatever,
Yeah.
or water sitting in it, then this is perfect because you can blow it off and not break
Okay.
anything.
What's the brand name? And then I'll look it up. Put a link down.
I can send you the link.
Is it Amazon?
It's on Amazon. Yeah. This one was PFC Tart. I'll send you the link.
All right, people, if you're going to check this out, please follow the link down below because it'll help us out. It'll be an affiliate link for Amazon. And I will, follow the link down below. We'll get that up there.
But,
how much was it?
I think it was $21.
That's a nice purchase, man. So speaking of things that suck and blow.
And aren't Jason's mom.
Set that up for you. I got this. And I finally used it. I finally used it.
Okay.
So this is a resin vacuum. And I'm assuming you would not have, it's not just, let's say you have any other liquid, it would work. So this goes in here. Okay. And you lock it into place with there's like some tabs in there. This can rotate, that spins around. It's also USB-C rechargeable. I can't remember the brand name right now, but I'll pull it up. Do you remember what it was? It was something weird. And I got it. It was some like Chinese Kickstarter or something. So it came straight from China, I think. But it has a suck and what would be the opposite of sucking?
Ask your mom.
So this is for in your vat of resin. This is made out of silicone, so it's not going to scratch your FEP. And it sucks up the resin before you go to change out a vat or change resins. And it works fairly well. I'm actually quite impressed. The only complaint for me so far, and it kind of, instead of dragging, it kind of works better if you push for some reason. I have to use it a little bit more, but it works. But the angle on this thing makes it kind of awkward to use sometimes. So I was wondering maybe if they would come out with different nozzles at some point. But so it also has the reverse. So once you have it filled up and you want to push it into like whatever container, you flip this switch here and it turns green and it's pushing the liquid back out.
At what velocity?
Not very fast. It's slow. It doesn't suck it up. It makes a very good sucking noise when it's going. This is just so crazy. But there's a valve on the back. I'm not entirely sure how they engineered this thing because I don't know if you can see in there. There's a little nozzle that fits in there, but it works. I was impressed. And the charge hasn't died or anything, but I'll put a link to this thing too. We'll get that up. It was kind of expensive, but I think this was like their prototype first version of it. If I had a complaint, it feels cheap. It doesn't feel very sturdy. It is, but it just feels prototypey, if that makes sense. But it's pretty good.
Prototype, yeah.
You know what I mean? I like it.
I'm sending you the link for this.
Okay.
By the way, this is also good for like blowing off your keyboard.
Yeah.
Or the inside of your computer, or
cool.
Stuff like that. I paid $16. It's $25 now, so it's one of those things. The price will fluctuate.
Yeah, it'll fluctuate. Put it in your wish list, and Wait for the price to drop. I did pick up some makeup sponges, these egg sponges to try for sponge painting. I talked about that on the other show. I'm trying to think what else. I think that's it for. You work on anything, Scott?
No.
I did mention I did finish building all of my plastic. That has been a big major project. I just saw today this guy that's doing these busts that I really like. Let's focus.
You do like that guy's stuff.
I do like this guy's stuff. He is getting out of the hobby. So I've got the ones that I'm ever going to get. So this guy that Nick Sikultis, it's a very, I think, Greek last name. He's getting out of the hobby. So we'll be missing his work. He's got some really nice stuff. Anyway, our guest this episode is Dave Bennett. We're just going to do a little recap of KidCon, everyone, and see how it went. Rumor is it went really well. So let's see what Dave has to say. David Bennett of KidCon, everyone. Hey, you're good at that. All right, we are back with Dave Bennett of KidCon. We're going to do our KidCon roundup. Debrief, what do we want to call this? What should we call it?
Postmortem.
Postmortem. There we go. Perfect.
Yeah.
How are you, sir? How'd things go?
Hi. I'm good. I'm doing really well. I'm a little recovered. Could still use another day's rest.
Thank you for doing this on such short notice and so
short
quickly notice? After the show. Short
Thanks
notice.
for having me. Thanks for having me. It went amazingly well.
Cool.
It was a much bigger turnout than we had ever hoped for. I mean, well, we might have fantasized about it, but I'm kind of a more of those pessimistic, realistic people go, yeah, if I get 50 people in the door, it's a score, you know?
Yeah.
But no, we had, our count was between 375 and 400 people in the door. And that was, and that gap is because we didn't count kids because they got in free. And we had 343 models registered for the contest.
That is fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is a success for a first-time show, I must say.
It was very much so, very much so. I mean, to the point where we were a little panicky there toward the end of registration checking in because our room filled up. I was standing watching and we were people lining up, bringing kits in, and I'd walk away and come back 15 minutes later going, in a good way, going, this is bad. I'm going to run out of room. And the line just kept going and people kept coming. And I'd come back a few minutes later and I'm going, all right, now it's time to start shuffling things and moving things. And it got tight. But, we squeezed them all in right near the cutoff. We only had at 12, we only had like 4 people left. And so we squeezed their last few kits in and it was done.
That is fantastic. What was the most like? Was it a lot of figure kits? What did people bring?
It was a really good mix. We had the only category we didn't have any teens, no teens.
Really? Okay.
And I had one junior, but everything else was a good split. I remember, let's see, dioramas and dinos were kind of light, not many there. There's a good bunch of minis. A lot of figures, of course we had a lot of good figure categories. Mm-hmm. So we split them up and they were well represented. And, the armor and the tank guys, ships, planes, cars, had some beautiful cars, had a good turnout for all of them. Again, we had that kind of mesh, that mix between the IPMS guys who build all that and then our little community that build all the resin and the monsters and stuff. And so it really was exactly what I was hoping for, a good mix of both.
Did everybody get along, or was it a Jets versus Sharks? Was it Jets? What's the West Side Story game?
Yeah,
Jets and Sharks.
Yeah. I mean they did. I think some of the biggest, I won't say problems about not getting along is it was just a different kind of show, and people weren't really sure what to expect. I think I got one comment or a couple comments going, "Wow, this show is figure heavy," and I went, that's because we have,
yeah.
categories. We have a lot of them.
Yeah.
Because I wanted, that's what I'm trying to bring out. And But yeah, I mean, everybody got along well. Everybody seemed to have a great time. I got a lot of compliments. Everybody seemed happy. We had, little snafus that need to be worked out, as always. But I think all in all, everybody had a really good time.
Very cool.
Did that Rotundi guy cause trouble?
Who's that?
That Rotundi guy, did he cause trouble?
No, he was quiet. He kind of hung and just hung back. And no, Rob was fine. Rob was fine.
That seems pretty hammered. Anyway.
Yeah, but we saw some good to see some old folks. Norbert made it up. Norbert was there, and Ron Sherwood came in, and
Oh, cool.
Jim Lawrence, Jim Capone. Yeah, we had a lot of familiar faces.
Capone, that guy. Screw that guy.
This guy doesn't like the Capone.
Yeah, it was really fun. We had our demo room was really well received.
So let's talk about that first, because I saw one picture. I saw Chris Wooten's digital sculpting demo. What were the demos for the weekend, or for that Saturday?
Yeah, we had a Travis Getz who does military modeling, and he has some products he sells. He was showing his was on detailing and military modeling, using some of his products to do real fine detailing, like helmet straps and gun straps and little things like ultra detailed.
Okay.
So he did military, and he had some actual war relics there, which I think were cool to see, old helmets and things like that. Because he was using those as demonstrations, like this is where the strap goes, this kind of stuff. We had that. We had Chris Wooten, who did his thing on sculpting, and let's see who else. We had Lou with Aztec Dummy. He was doing his thing on maskings and products that he puts out. Who else did we have? I mean, it's funny. It was all just a blur.
Oh, I know. Yes.
It's
sure.
funny. I put on a show and then I missed it.
Yes. That's how it is all the time. Anytime you do organizing of something like this,
yeah,
you're so busy doing everything else that you don't remember what happened. It's like that on the show. Scott and I will talk, like, people like, you said this on the show, and we're like, what? We don't remember saying that at all.
Yeah.
But it's true. We do say it.
We had one guy, Jonathan Lee, who's part of our club. He's won golds at Wonderfest for doing minis, and so he did a demo on doing minis, on how to paint minis, and I got some really good response, from his people. I mean, it was interesting. It's like they really enjoyed learning something that they didn't know, and for people who were just getting into it or are already doing it, and they saw his technique and things he was doing, and were really pleased with that. So I think it was nice to have something to do in the afternoons, which at Wonderfest we're used to that. We have the demos and stuff, but at most of the IPMS shows there aren't demos, ones I've been to anyway. And so we gave folks something to do if it was a topic they were interested in. And so I think they were really well received. I walked in to see what kind of crowds we had, and the rooms were full when I popped in there. So it turned out really well. The demos
I'm
were
so happy for you. I'm so happy for you.
That the vendor room was busy and had a good variety of folks.
How many vendors did you have total for the show?
We ended up with let's see. Well, I can give you the tables. There were some multiples, but we ended up with 28 tables, and I think about 20 vendors. Like Steve Iverson, called TV Man. He had 2 tables, and Larson Studios, who's usually with Gordy Dutt, he had 2 tables. And so folks like that doubled up. But I think we had 28 tables and around 20 vendors, I think.
Very nice. It's sounding like it was about the size of the Chicago miniature show that I went to. They had probably less vendors actually, and then just the big contest area. So they're a one-day show as well, and we talked about this one-day show maybe being the wave of the future for some people, for those local regional things. Would you see expanding into 2 days, or are you going to try and keep it one going forward? Is there going to be another one? Are you going to do it again?
Actually, I met with Hilton today, and I've given them the dates that I want, and they're going to see if they can put it together for me. So as of this point, we are working on it.
Okay.
I don't see why it wouldn't happen because I gave them multiple dates.
Okay.
And so if we could pick one of the 2 or 3 that I gave them, then yes, there will be another KitCon next year.
Very cool.
It will be in the fall, but it will not be near Thanksgiving. um, and I think we're going to stick with one day so far. Well, but I am expanding. I'm going to pick up. We're going to double. We learned we're going to double the contest room size. So whoever was there, if they're watching, you take that room and go 2 times that big, so we can blow it out. We are going to add some categories. Some of them had enough entries that I think they deserve a split. So we're going to add more categories, and I'm going to pick up more vendor space. So I think we're going to get bigger, but not 2 days, not yet.
Yeah.
We're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna let this ride for 1 or 2 more and see how it goes.
One day sounds good. That sounds really good.
You know, I think a lot of people liked kind of being able to close down Saturday, pack up, and actually get home.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of the people were within a 2 or 3 hour drive. I mean, we did have folks from Florida and Alabama and some further places, New Jersey and up north of West Virginia, but you know, for the most part, I think everybody who wanted to get home could come up Friday, stay that night, get up, do the show Saturday, pack up, and then still get home in time to be home that night, Saturday night. A few people stayed overnight Saturday, but not many.
Yeah. Very cool. What were the prizes? Did you have trophies? Did you have
steak.
Like what? Yeah, I just was interested.
We did coins. Oh, I don't have one within grabbing distance. I have
Okay.
to get it to leave, but yeah, we did coins. We did gold, silver, and bronze coins, and they have our little guy on them. You know,
I like that. Nice and simple. That's it. That's cool.
Yeah, and they're easy, and you know, they're nice, and if somebody wants to get a little coin stand, they can do that for their coin. But they're nice, good, heavy metal coins. And we decided to do that instead of anything bigger or larger.
Yeah.
At least the first time out and see how it goes. But everybody seemed to really like them.
Nice.
So I think we're going to stick with those for a while.
It's a good idea. It sets it apart from Wonderfest. It's different. I like that.
Yeah. I mean, Wonderfest with those acrylic ones they do, they're super nice, but we're not quite there yet.
So you have a new kit that was debuted, correct?
Yes, it was called Spring Break.
Very cool. We saw the sneak peek the last episode we had, so we were waiting to see what it was. This is pretty neat. Explain it. Where'd it come from?
Well, the idea was Dan Gard and I got talking, and he says, you know, I would like to do a collaboration kind of thing, and I said, sure, I'm open to that. What do you want to do? And he wanted to do something fun, you know, instead of a serious monster kit. We wanted to do something a little more fun. And he was thinking of doing monsters in sort of humorous situations. And obviously, both being creature fans and him being such a popular character, that's the first one we went to. And he said, what if we do something like a creature in a tub, you know, at the beach, or, you know, going on spring break? And so we ran with that. And we came up with some sketches, and he had a digital artist that he had I don't know if you've been working with him before, but really good guy, excellent artist. And he worked up some roughs for us, and we kept tweaking it and getting it to where we wanted it, and came up with it. So it's basically, you know, Preach in a big tub with his Hawaiian shirt and his party beads like Mardi Gras, and he's got a tiki tumbler in his hand with his drink and the little umbrella and the straw. And we talked about adding more accessories to it, like you know, bucket hat, and just keep going.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah, we were thinking, like, you know, so we were kicking around the idea of doing maybe an accessory pack if somebody wanted to keep adding on to it. But I mean, the real idea was create something that, like with my kits, that you could really just customize the crap out of it. You could just keep adding to it whatever you want to add, and that's what we came up with, and it's a hoot.
It is very humorous. I like that, and I like that his face isn't your typical creature face. It looks slightly cartoony. It looks a little different.
Yeah. If you catch him at the right look, the right angle, he looks drunk, I think.
Yes, does look a little. Yeah. Is the flower pattern sculpted in there? Does that give you an opportunity to put your own pattern?
It's a smooth shirt. I painted all that.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. Over the course of several nights, I kind of found this zen and just
I love
And
it.
all the time I was doing it, I was going, what's the matter with me? Why did I do this? And we added the big irons around his leg from Revenge of the Creature when he escaped, so our thought was he got away and went to the beach.
I really like it. If people want to purchase it, is it available yet? Can people do it?
Yes, yeah, we're going to try to start shipping out starting Monday. I know Dan's already got several people that are waiting for us to start shipping next Monday.
Should they talk to you or Dan? If
Either, or they can
okay.
reach either one of us.
So there'll be links down below to Dan Garden and Dave Bennett. If you're interested in purchasing this will be down there below.
Yep, we'll get them boxed up and shipped out. And then we also added a little goodie in there, like we always like to do, or I like to do my kits, and got Dan to do. And we're doing we actually in the kit we took the tiki mug and we pulled it out of the kit and enlarged it and cast it in a translucent blue and made a keychain out of it. So you get a tiki keychain to go with it when you buy your kit.
Cool. Very, very, very cool. Congratulations. That's a great new kit.
Thank you.
So what would you say was the best thing that happened about the weekend and the worst thing that happened about the weekend?
Oh, yeah, that's good. The best thing, obviously, is the amount of response that we got for doing a first show in this area and one of this kind. We really did not have any idea what to expect. It was like, open the door and see what happens. And, you stand there kind of worried that, like I said, there'll be 20 people in line, and well, that's the end of that. But we were very pleasantly surprised, which ended up leading to some hustling and running. But even with all the people, everything went really well, and so that's the best thing, that it was a success. Worst thing, well, I would say two, and one of them wasn't that bad. Was the contest room just got too small, too quick, and too full. There was so much in there. I wish we'd had a little more room, but again, we didn't know. We know now. We were saying we had a little bit of a glitch in the judging, and we've had to come back and look at a couple of categories that some of the awards didn't get given out. Some of in armor and auto, we're going back and I'm checking through the winners that won something, but they didn't get them that day. So I've contacted all of them as of today and told them, you've got something coming, whether you know it or not. You think you didn't win, but you did. So we'll be mailing those out. So, that's the worst thing. And I thought, well, if that's the worst thing that happened, then that's not much to worry about.
It's a good problem to have that you ran out of room.
Yeah.
Like
really
it could have been we had too much room, and then you're just like, oh, feeling defeated. That's a good problem.
Yeah, very, very glad to have that problem.
Looking at Joe Hiles' dragons right now. These big old dragons.
Yeah.
Sitting next to a tank with tanks behind it. That makes it look.
That's inspiration for the next kit. You do a dragon attacking a tank.
There you go, Joe. That's what we expect. Yes.
That's what we're looking for. Joe seemed to have a real good time. We hung out and talked quite a bit. Yeah, it was fun. It was good to see a lot of folks that I hadn't seen since Wonderfest, and met a lot of new folks.
That's good. So that's a good question. How many people were brand new to go into a show like this? And how many do you think are Wonderfest veterans that have been there before? How many people do you think this was their first hit show?
Oh, that's kind of hard to tell. I mean, I recognize most of the Wonderfest folks, either through the dealers or the people coming into the show. So I saw those. A lot of the other people, I think, must have been from the IPMS community and other model clubs that aren't necessarily IPMS that heard about the show through promotion, either here or through other venues, and they showed up. I think for most of those folks, they're just not used to a show with this much resin in it.
Yeah.
Most of the resin in the IPMS are the little accessory parts or tank bodies or things like that. Or at least that's what I notice when I go to them. But so for this, it might have been kind of something new, maybe, that they weren't familiar with. And given that, I'd say probably 80% of the folks were from that side of the street,
Okay.
Because I just don't remember seeing, that many Wonderfest folks that are faces I recognized.
I forgot who told me. Someone told me that there were people just staying in the hotel that got interested and said, "Oh, I want to go check that out." Is that true? Was there some of that?
Yeah, I was talking to, my son was working up the front desk and he said, yeah, some folks walked up and saw the signage we had and they said, what is this? What's going on? And they said, well, it's a model contest and a show, and told them what we did. And then went, oh, okay, we'll buy tickets. We had people buying tickets and walking in just to see what it was all about.
That's
So,
great.
yeah, we got some new folks. I mean, I don't know they're going to run home and go buy a model kit, but at least
Still,
they got exposed
yes.
to the hobby, and so that was good. We had some kids that seemed very excited. I mean, you could see them walking through the vendor room, and their parents was like, "Oh, look at this! Look at that kid! Look at this!" And so that was kind of neat to see that level of excitement with the little kids and their parents showing them everything.
Oh, that's cool. Well, I'm happy for you, man. This is like,
Thank you.
it's good to be there at the beginning of a new show, and I hope it continues, and I hope it takes off and keeps going. This is great.
So we're certainly going to give it another shot next year. And we'll have a bigger space, and I hope the folks that came this year that were, if they were upset about too small a contest room or this sort of thing, they'll be giving us another chance, because we're going to get it right. To back up to your question, Scott, one other glitch was our registration kit check-in took a little longer than we wanted, and we've already figured out how to solve that. So next year it'll be a much quicker of getting people in, so they don't have to wait in line, so long to get their kits in there. But some things take a little time and other things don't. But pre-registration is always, good.
So, did anyone ask where we were?
I think everybody knew in our community that you weren't coming. So no, I didn't hear any questions, but they could have.
Damn it!
Discussion. But I have been asked if you were going to be there next year, so I will leave that to you.
Yeah.
It all depends on Cook County, Texas, for me again. God.
Well, I hope to have the dates locked down within maybe a week or so. And
yeah, as soon as you know, let us know, and we'll start getting that out there again. I appreciated you getting all that information to me before, and we'll share it just like we did this time and promote the hell out of it and get people to your show. Great thing for the Southeast.
Yeah. It's going to be fun, I think.
How big a staff did you have? How many people were working for you?
Let's see. It was our club. I enslaved my family to help, and they didn't have much choice. But
Yeah.
Let's see. We had the club members. It was about 8.
Okay.
8 or 9 folks came to help. I couldn't have done it without them. I mean, without them, and I can sit here and design this show all day and have it on paper and have it all there. But if they don't step up and say, all right, let me work and use me where you need me, this would have not happened at all. So we're looking at we'd like to add 2 or 3 more bodies to it next year. And that'll be helpful. Just even if I don't need them, just have them standing around in case I need them.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's how Jason kind of is with this. Okay. We really don't need them. Okay.
He runs all the tech stuff. If without him, the camera goes off, right?
Dave, it's not high tech. He sits and hits the record button. Okay.
That's what I do.
It's like the old
Yes. Boiled down to it. All I do is press record.
Play record and let it roll. Okay.
I would like to give a shout out to, especially to my family that put up with all this for the last 8 months and helped me get it all put together. And especially Logan, my son, who built the website, and we designed the signs, and I worked him like a slave.
Well done, Logan. Well done.
He helped create the look of the show.
Yeah, that is very cool. Well, thank you, sir, for joining us. I'm glad we were able to have a success story, and we weren't crying in this episode of it crashed and burned. So this is fantastic to hear. And I'm glad to hear you're doing it again. This is going to be, I'm hoping, spread out the love, the Kit love around the country, other than just
all I got to do is get all the other vendors that didn't come last time or this time to come next time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So awesome. Thank you. Give out all your contact info. If people want to buy that kit, where should they go? Anybody wants to get a hold of you for the show, where should they go to look it up? And we'll put all those links below, but I want you to say it for everyone.
Okay. For the website for the show, which we pulled down the counter since we don't have a date yet, but that's kit.con.com. And then you can reach us for the kits, like info@modelworkskits. That's, and like I said, we're all over Facebook. We have our you can check the Facebook page. You can reach us there and the website. So
Awesome.
anything, if you have any questions, anybody has anything, reach out to us. We'll always try to get all the questions answered, and look forward to having folks next year, and looking forward to having you guys there next year.
We're going to try.
No pressure. No
We're going to
pressure.
try.
Yeah, no pressure.
Yeah.
Scott's on a no-fly list, I think, so we'll have to work around that. But
I'm on a no-fly list. The
Yeah,
shit
actually,
that
it would
you
be
look
me.
at
It
on
would
the
be me.
internet, it would be you
It would be me.
on a
Never mind.
no-fly list. Okay, they'd be looking at. Oh,
There
of
have
course
been
it
some
is.
white knuckle moments going through security where I'm like,
Yeah.
I wonder if I'll get on this one.
Okay.
You have that look.
I do. I totally do. All right, man. Thank you. We'll, as soon as you get those dates, let us know. We'll put them out there, and then we'll have you back again in the lead up to the next show. And absolutely. And anything you need from us, let us know, and we'll be there.
I
for you.
greatly appreciate
help
it.
it out.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome, man. We'll see you next time. That was Dave. What do you think, Scott?
I'm glad it went well. It sounded like it went better than they thought it would,
Yeah.
maybe.
I agree.
And
I'm so happy for them. I'm glad it worked. I'm very glad it worked. But and again, I told him
there's
this.
going to be another one, so
Yes.
that's good.
And thank you for taking a chance. I told him this on when we were just talking to him, but get out of your comfort zone and try something like that is a big deal. And I want to say thank you for spreading the hobby love and doing a show. It's great. Keep it up. Now, if we could do regional shows everywhere, that could end up being kind of fun. Should we do a Chicago show, Scott? Or just use the one that's already here?
I don't know.
It's
Whatever
still
you
in the-
want.
Well, it's in the back of my mind, but I know we'll lose money.
As long as I don't have to do anything.
Oh, you'll be doing everything.
I know.
All right. We have some emails, voicemails, and some corrections.
Voicemails. I don't have voicemails.
Yeah, we don't have any voicemails.
Well, then fine.
You know what? I didn't even look. We might have voicemails. No, we have no voicemails. That's all right. All right. First up, from Matt in Michigan, from Matt Cook. Salutations for another part of Lake Michigan. So I can't often listen to live shows because I work at the wrong times. So I listen to your live show in podcast format in pieces over a few days, usually while doing other things. I found I would look things up on your YouTube videos when you describe models I wanted to see. Definitely some cool stuff there. During this show, you stated that most modelers are just builders and painters are not true artists. I respectfully disagree. While sculptors and scratch builders are often at their own levels, I firmly believe that anyone who cares enough about a kit or figure to assemble and paint it is an artist to some degree. Claiming that a model is more of a craft for an artisan than a blank canvas for a painter is true, but the line between an artisan and an artist is a blurry one at best. The skills used in model building is often overlapped other artistic skills as well. The same out-of-the-box model may be sitting on a beautiful custom-made base. The depiction of it in a chosen setting, such as airplanes in flight, or monsters hunting their prey, that often goes well beyond basic assembly too. The most important reason for letting everyone be an artist is simple. We need to encourage more people to build and paint models. I want to see more builds and see as many as possible so that the hobby continues to grow. That said, I was surprised that you actually did a live show on a night I could watch and enjoyed it while cooking dinner. Wow. How do you stomach us and cooking dinner at this time? You talked about pricing. They are going up, but so is everything else. Resin has always been expensive and 3D printing has its own cost. Styrene has increased dramatically, but that's how it is. Besides tooling costs, there's also run rates and volume, so that drives the prices up too. Most of our favorite subjects are niche subjects. Classic cars sell much better than a nice Elvira figure. I don't mind paying more if the quality is in the kit. I agree with you guys that, like everything else, you have to decide what a kit is worth to you. Keep up the good shows, and I was absolutely thrilled with the Judge Dredd figure I won a few weeks ago. Thank you. And thank you, Hangs Models, for that, and we'll put the link up for them as well. Thanks. Here's a pic of some of my in-progress works for your gallery. So everyone, check out the gallery for Matt's work. It'll be in there. Everyone, I don't think we need to rehash the artist thing, but we have another email, I think, about it. No, we don't. Do we want to rehash the artist thing? No?
No.
We'll let his comments stand as they were. I respectfully disagree with some of that. But everyone is welcome to their opinion. All right, we have a chiller recap. I missed this last episode. It fell into the email hole. But we have from Scotty Mills. What's Scotty's nickname that everyone needs?
Canadian Atlas.
The Canadian Atlas. Hey guys, thanks again for your support of the model contest at Chiller. Your generous donations were well appreciated. Thank you, Jamie Sy, for the donations to Chiller. It helped us out quite a bit. It was a great show, but our numbers were down a bit from past year. The good thing is we had some new blood show up who did some excellent work, and of course, one chap has his own YouTube channel. I am not referring to Jerry Fraid. This chap has a channel called Kits from the Crypt. He is going to spread the word for us as well. I think we realized that we don't advertise locally enough, as we have had a bunch of local people coming through who didn't know about the contest. They told us all about the kits they have done, so we encouraged them to enter some next year. We even had a few youth art entries who all got a Polar Lights superhero kit. They love the kits, and we told them they have to enter them next year, which I'm sure they will. So this kind of leads into what you were discussing near the end of your recent live episode about the number of shows and who can attend. I think the big thing is that there are two kinds of shows: destination shows and local shows. The destination shows would be big shows that people make the decision to take longer journeys to it. Wonderfest would be one of those shows, as would Chiller back in the day. Maybe IPMS Nationals would be in the same category. I agree. Jersey Fest was one as well. The others are local shows like IPMS shows or ones that are sponsored by local modeling groups. Not specifically figure kit conventions, but one where you could see several genres of models and where figure kits are welcome. We would have to see where some of the new shows like KitCon and MomoCon fit in once they have happened. So I think we just got our update on KitCon, so that's a good sign. I think as a hobby, the garage kit people got isolated when we're maybe a bit insular. We used to hang out in the Gremlins and at shows like Wonderfest, Chiller, and Mad Model Party. I know that we weren't always welcomed by the rivet counters at IPMS shows, but I think that has changed. I don't think we are in our own little silo anymore, particularly with the incredible growth of what people are doing in miniatures and gaming figures. I myself found a sci-fi modeling club at a local hobby shop. Although they are predominantly spaceship oriented, they also do some figures and gaming figures. Many of them also do Gundam, as it seems we have a very active Gunpla community here in town. Some of these guys know all about Wonderfest and may have attended over the years. Because of them, I entered the local IPMS show here a couple weeks back, and I'm slowly making more contacts with people who like doing figures. I used to feel I was a bit isolated, but I'm finding more and more people who are into the same stuff. I plan on looking for and attending more shows that are within a reasonable distance. Not a 5-day trip to Wonderfest, but maybe an overnighter to other places close. It won't replace going to shows like Wonderfest every year, but it'll keep my interest peaked and my skills honed. I would love to chat more about this, but I'll leave it there for now. Thank you again for your support of Chiller. Much appreciated, Scotty Mills. I agree completely. I think those local shows, I go to Adepticon, which is now moved. It's not really a local show for me anymore. It's up in Milwaukee. Still technically kind of local. All right, next email from Joe Heil. Hi, Jason. I hope that you're enjoying your well-deserved Thanksgiving break from teaching. As I'm reading this on the show, it'll be over here shortly, and I'm about to cry. During my model collection and kit bash tour in the Model Club TV episode 86, we very briefly discussed if sculptors would be bothered if someone bought their kit/statue and then modified it. Just a quick follow-up to that discussion. I have shared pics for 4 of my kit bashes with the original sculptors, Sandy Cholera, Chris Gabrish, JL Crinion, and Weta. They were all kind enough to respond and provided very positive feedback to my modification. So far, so good, no issues. I am curious if you know a specific sculptor who would object to someone modifying the sculptor's work for just their own personal enjoyment, and of course, not for mass reproduction and selling. Maybe this is a topic for your next live show. And I responded to him in the email. I'm going to do it here. I can think of one, and we'll go nameless. Who probably wouldn't be happy. And I think both you and I have heard sculptors being mad, not only of a modification, but a bad paint job because it might hurt sales. I think we've heard that in the past as well. So we're going to let this one, I don't want to ruffle any feathers around the internet. So we'll kind of let this, but I know it's out there. I'm Joe. I'm glad you had a really good experience talking to those sculptors and not having an issue. Scott, any thoughts?
No, it's a, it goes back to the whole artist thing. Are you selling art? Are you selling model kits? It gets way more convoluted than I want it to get. So
it goes right back into that discussion that we had on that live.
And
again,
it's
I think there's sculptors that have different ideas of what they're sculpting. And when you take that sculpture and change it, it ruffles feathers for some people, and some people it doesn't. So
yeah, it's to me, once you sell something, whoever buys it has the right to do what they want to it. Okay. Yep. And if you don't want them to do that, then don't sell stuff. I mean, it's that simple, because it's going to happen.
Yeah.
For better or worse. Okay.
Same
with the paint jobs. Okay.
Especially if it's a model kit.
Yes. Not everyone is a gold medal winning painter.
And I that's a good, I don't think we've ever really talked about. That's something producers need to know. There are every level of painter out there that might buy your kit and post it on. You cannot get mad about a bad paint job.
No, and you just
can't.
I'm not putting anybody down, because
no,
the guy that maybe paints something subpar is enjoying the hobby more than I am.
Yes.
Okay, but okay. It has amazed me sometimes, the money I've seen people spend on expensive kits and the attempt of painting it that they've made is really scary. But you know what? If they enjoyed it and they had the money,
there you
to
go
do
again.
It,
yeah.
Then so what?
Okay. So Joe, I hope that helps. Trying to stay away from the controversy this episode, but it's close. I'm not going to name those. All right. I have one other email. Hello. This is from Mike Ziamba. Hello, Jason and Scott. Happy Thanksgiving and hope you're having a nice one. After viewing Jason's podcast on the Blockies kit, I decided to look into getting one or two of them. After speaking with a young man in the know about Gundam kits, I purchased a master grade and perfect grade Gundam kit from Bandai. I am looking forward to putting them together. Thanks for the inspiration on adding one more project to my hobby list. My wife is thrilled with me now buying other kits. Not. By the way, if you are not aware, there are various grades for Gundam: entry grade, high grade, master grade, real grade, and perfect grade. I understand, and I understand the kits can be painted, but we'll have to look into that further. What is an artist? This is the email I was talking about. In my opinion, why am I saying that weird? In my opinion, as a visual artist and model builder, anyone who creates art, whether it be commercial art or any other type, they are considered artists in my mind. As for AI and the arts, we are struggling with this within our art group. We have over 180 members in our association, and only one artist does digital art on her iPad. We allow digital artwork, but we do not allow AI-generated art into our group shows. As the technology gets better, it will be harder to distinguish what is created digitally by hand versus what is generated by AI. I know artists who use AI to generate reference material for their work, but the line may get muddy as the technology progresses. Just a couple random thoughts. All the best, Mike. I agree. Again, we just touched on the art thing. Everyone has their opinion. And the AI thing, yeah, I agree. Keep that out of the group show. Keep it made by hand. If you're doing digital, you're still making it by hand. As long as you are a person, a human-made art show should be the name of everyone's thing. Made by humans. But that's it. That's the emails this episode.
Well, I have a subject to bring up.
You got a subject, yes.
So it's been brought to my attention a few times that we seem to maybe favor the digital stuff and we're kind of crapping on traditional guys. And I want to clear up, not the case at all. Okay. It is not the case at all. It seems to be there's less and less guys doing traditional work.
Can I pause you for a second?
Yes.
I have a question. When did I crap for you? Crap on it.
Well, they seem to think we are, was what I said.
Okay.
Okay.
If that came across that way, that was never an intention. Ever.
No. We started this as, and it's still described as, a Garage Kit podcast. And the origin of the Garage Kit is their traditionally sculpted, traditionally cast resin model, which I hope go on forever. Okay. When I see the works of some of these guys and Yagher and stuff like that, it's still phenomenal. The Karloff piece he just did, the Frankenstein in the chair that I got. Okay. It's phenomenal stuff there.
Yeah.
Okay. And one thing I want to say is the nice thing about Yagher and some of these other guys is that they're still sculpting that stuff that my generation loves. Okay. Now, there's digital guys out there that do great work. Okay. But the trouble is, most of them are in their 30s. Okay. And they're not sculpting this stuff that I like. Okay. They're overdoing it. They're over costuming the superheroes. They're stylizing the monsters. And while some of it is cool, it's just not my thing. Okay. I'll take a Yagher Frankenstein over most Frankensteins I've seen traditionally done. Now, it was nice to see Saul did that Frankenstein kit digitally. That's, a traditional Frankenstein kit. That's cool to see. But, I still like traditional stuff. And, man, you guys that are doing it, send it in. And we'll be happy to talk about it. And that's part of the problem, too, is you don't, there's a lot of digital out there that gets sent into us, but not as much traditional casted stuff that gets sent into us as far as for reviews and stuff. Paul is always good for sending us stuff. Mark Worthling. Just this episode, you had to go dig something out. Okay. It's, again, these guys are out there, but they don't.
But are they? But that's my point.
So are they?
Are they? How many traditional sculptors are left in the hobby?
Well, and that is part of the problem as well.
Okay. I've never, and I hope the people who are worried about this, if I see a good sculpture, it's a good sculpture. I don't care how it's made. And I hope that comes across. I don't care how something is made, as long as it's good. If it's good, it doesn't matter. Problem is, most things these days are not traditionally sculpted. But that's what we're going to show. That's what gets sent in. If someone sends us something, I would never separate. I'm not that person. I was just complaining about someone ripping on digital stuff, and it's not. I don't get that. I don't get it.
So here's a question for the group. I've explained what I felt the definition of a garage kit was when we started out. Now, things progress. Are digitally sculpted kits garage kits? Or is it a separate thing?
It's a garage kit. To me, I'm going to answer it for me, and then people can. To me, if you're doing it in your house, low run, you're not a major company, and you're doing it out of your house, it's a garage kit. Let's go back 30 years. Okay? Put yourself 30 years ago. No, even more. 35 years ago.
So, you know, I'm itching.
Let's go back to 1990. All right. The heyday of garage kit. If magically we could put 3D printers in the year 1990, how many guys would be playing around with silicone and resin?
Well, you know, and again, I don't know, because how many this is one of the problems. There's a lot of good traditional sculptors out there that don't want to learn the digital.
And that's on them.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
All right. But there's still, you know, but when we talked about costs that last, okay, that traditional sculpt cost, when you go into a production and that gets figured into your bottom line.
And it's also, okay, you talk about this all the time. A traditional sculpted piece is limited as well. You are stuck with one scale. You are stuck with one option. So you have to go into that saying, I'm doing a 1/6 scale figure. I'm spending $5,000 on this. That's it. You have no further, and if it's a bomb, you're done. You can't cut that. I mean, you could cut it into a bust, but you have to literally cut it into a bust and make something out of it. You can't change the size at that point unless you get it scanned.
Well, I hate to use the word stuck, but I'm going to say you are.
I said limiting it originally. I mean, that's
limiting. Yes, you are limited to what you can do with it. But again, by no means.
I don't want anyone to feel
I
sick.
hate traditional sculpted stuff, or am I trying to shit on it?
Never.
I don't want it to go away. I fear that it will.
Oh, I don't want it to, but it's going to. And that's what I've said since day one. And I think that's what ruffles the most feathers. It's going to go away.
So it's yeah, and I think that's the problem. You know, what I'm hoping for is that scanning becomes so much easier, which I think it will. So that a lot of these traditional guys, traditional producers, can scan their work, and we can get it again because there's so much out of production stuff.
It'll get there. I think you.
I think it'll get there too. I think we're still a ways off, but I think it'll get there.
Yeah.
But again, I still hope, man. I hope Yagher sculpts till the day he dies.
Yep.
Okay. Doesn't mean I'm going to buy everything, but it's, you know, for the sake of the hobby, I think the hobby needs the traditional sculpted stuff.
Yeah.
I think I would get bored with just 3D sculpted stuff because then you run into the.
But again, why are you separating it? That's what I don't understand. Why does it matter? If a kit's a kit, like, what does it matter what it's made out of? That's what I don't get. Like, why does that offend people? And it does.
But that goes back to the olden days, even when you made a hollow kit and people were like, well, it's hollow. Okay. I mean, it's, you know,
right,
when I made an 18-inch King Kong and someone would say, oh, it's hollow. How much to make a solid one?
$5,000.
Yeah. And then there's going to be about 3 of them because the mold's going to burn up because the heat that's going to generate is going to be insane. So it's, I'll just go back to there's room for both.
Yeah, that's
And just like styrene, throw styrene in there too. There's room for it.
That'd be like complaining, I don't like plastic, which I'm sure that's out there too. But that's,
Fuck, I don't like plastic.
I mean,
I don't
that's a
like
different story
styrene
because
shit.
it takes different things to build,
Mhm.
right? You have to use a different kind of glue. You have to do different kind of puttying. Whereas 3D printed stuff and mostly resin cast stuff, you're pretty much doing the same when it comes to like building them. Man, I didn't know. I guess, I don't know. Guess I'm a little more open. I don't get the separating out. I don't understand that. If someone can explain it to me, I'd
if
love
anyone
to
wants
know.
to come on and talk about it
For sure.
and argue with Jason, no, I'm
Please.
just kidding.
I would love to. I'd love to have that conversation. I don't get it. I would love for someone to make me understand.
So,
But whatever. That's a good point. Thanks. All right.
what are you thankful for besides me?
You know what? Let's have a little Thanksgiving moment.
I'm
Scott,
thankful my wife decided to vacuum at the end of the show.
Scott, what are you thankful for this year? Let's
This
give out
grabber.
The grabber?
I'm thankful for the grabber.
I think I say this every year. I am very thankful for our audience. I am thankful for everyone who watches this mess and has supported us through the years. I am very thankful for Brian for doing a model in a movie, which is ridiculous sometimes. And I am super thankful for Scott, who puts up with me and wants to show me his feet every day.
And it's not just here, let me tell you. Okay.
When have you ever gotten a bad phone call from me?
What?
Like, never.
What are you talking about?
Like, when have I ever annoyed you?
You rage out over the dumbest shit. Okay?
No, you rage bait me into raging out over the dumbest.
It's not hard.
Not.
I'm
Scott.
thankful I can rage bait you.
There you go. That works.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, everybody. That is episode.
Okay,
Are you?
Yeah.
You just said you were thankful for me. Rage bait.
Whatever.
All right, we'll start over. What are you
I
thankful
tried to have
for,
a nice
Scott?
moment. And
Scott, and you ruined it with your own fucking talk.
see, there you're swearing at me. Okay.
All right. Scott, go ahead. What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful that I never have to go to work again the rest of my life. That's what I'm thankful for.
The hope and dream of every human out there at some point to be retired. How's it feeling?
I wish I could tell you good, but it hasn't been. So, ask me a month from now. I've been nonstop going since basically I left. I mean, I've been 3D printing. I went on vacation, came home. Now we're getting ready for this holiday, which is like spring cleaning in the fall. Leaves falling down constantly. It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's just,
it'll slow down. I have no prints to do. I'm cleared out. I could actually work on something for myself, which I intend on doing here. It's nice to have nothing. Like, do you have any jobs lined up?
yeah, I got some stuff I can do. But there's no deadline.
Yeah.
I don't want to work with a deadline anymore. You want deadlines? I'm not your guy.
There you go. Anti-deadline.
So there you go.
Well, everybody, that was episode 127. Thank you, Dave Bennett, for sharing the KidCon wrap-up, and congratulations on a successful show. We hope to have some live episodes coming up here in December. We may have 2, may have 1. We'll see how it goes. No holiday special. If you would like to win the Mr. Hyde replacement head, test tube down in the comments. And Scott, what is the question they have to answer to win the She-Hulk?
What is the She-Hulk's relationship to the Hulk?
Yep, She-Hulk's relationship to the Hulk. From Thrust Resin. Get your nice, I think it's a little smaller ones. Yeah, all right. Thank you, Thrust Resin. Let me put that picture back up. you'd like to win the She-Hulk Thrust Resin, there it is. The relationship to the Hulk. What is She-Hulk's relationship? Leave in the comments. Get the right answer. Get entered into the giveaway. We'll see everybody next time on Model Club TV.
Episode
goodbye,
128.
Oh, and if you want the Ymir from Classic Plastic, follow the link down below to the unboxing video and leave a red heart in that video to be entered for that one. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope it went well. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody. Yay. Okay. Ready?
Wait, ooh, my hair's a little messed up over here.
Yeah, let's do some primping. Let's primp. Can we get your back scratching out of the way?
Yeah, I'm good now. Yeah.
You good? You want me to come over there and scratch it?
No, the ghosts that live here will do it. The one that scratched you.
How about a foot massage? You want a foot massage? You want one of those?
No. No. No.
Hello, everyone, and what?
You know what Cinderella said when she got to the ball? All right. Anyway,